Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good evening and welcome to HamShackTV Live. We'll be going live here in about 2 or 3 minutes. Make sure you get the link shared out. Get as many people watching as we possibly can. We have a special guest tonight. KM4ACK is joining us. We talk all things APRS. Stick around. We'll get started here in just a couple minutes. Make sure you're sharing out that link. Get as many people in here as we can. We're having a great time tonight. Stick around. You know what? We're 1 minute early, but the music stopped. So why start another soundtrack? Let's go ahead and light this candle, shall we? Good evening, everybody, and welcome to HamShackTV Live. I'm your host, Josh, AA4WX, always here on a Thursday night doing it live with the gang. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Make sure you share out the link, get as many people watching as you possibly can. As you can tell, I'm a little under the weather, but we're going to push through, and we'll be doing fine here. So smash that thumbs up button down below. Make sure you do that and get in the chat. Let me know who's all watching, where you're watching from, all that good stuff. YouTube algorithm loves that kind of stuff, so please get interactive as much as you can so YouTube sends this out to as many people as you can. Tonight's episode is brought to you by an old friend that has came back to HamShackTV, Lido Radio Mounts. Folks, I totally believe in Lido Radio Mounts products. I have used them for well over a year now, and they have some fantastic radio mounts for your vehicles. If you're struggling with maybe finding something that fits your vehicle, guarantee you Lido Radio Mounts has it. Link down in the description. If you use that link in the description, you're going to get 10% off your purchase through Lido Radio Mounts. So go check them out. Lido Radio Mounts, links in the description. Folks, super chats, channel donations are available as well. Down next to the chat box, you'll see a little flashing dollar sign. Please, if you feel like supporting the channel, that certainly helps, and it is not forgotten, and we greatly appreciate it. That allows us to be able to do more things, to bring you to more Hamfest and different things like that, test out new radios, things like that. And speaking of channel memberships and super chats, we got an early new channel member tonight, Jerry Bodine 8 Oscar Whiskey Victor. Became a channel member. We'll play a clip for that.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
All right,
Appreciate that, Jerry. That gives him access to to early release videos, channel member only content, as well as the HamShackTV emojis. You can become a channel member too. All you got to do is click the join button next to where the subscribe button would be, and it's as cheap as $2.99 a month, folks. It's nothing. Show your support for HamShackTV that way. I think I've done all the commercial stuff that I need to do, so we'll go ahead and bring in the gang here. Here's our regulars. Marvin's here. Hillbilly Dave, the other Dave. He's not even Mesh Dealer Dave tonight. He's just the other Dave. And Michael T.O. Tortoise Overland, the real T.O.
Hey, you got some more business to handle.
I do?
Yeah, you missed it. Hold on a second. Let it get up here. You got some more business to handle.
Oh, dear God, have mercy.
It's only once a year, sir.
All right, here we go.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
all right.
Tortoise Overland with the hundo.
It's only once a year, sir.
Dude, you don't need to do that. I appreciate it. I really, truly do appreciate that. That puts him at the top of the leaderboard for the year. So he's got last year and this year. Already
That's my only goal, man.
And he does it with one.
Yep. Usually for big super chats like that, I have another clip, but every time I've played that clip, I've gotten copyright smacked, so I can't play it anymore.
You got to come up with a different one.
Yeah, I got to find another one. I'll work on that and bring it to you next week.
Hey, my favorite tune was the Junk Boys. Oh God, Sanford and Sons.
Yeah, I might do that. I was either thinking that or the theme song to The Apprentice.
Oh yeah, money.
Yeah,
I love that one. That's always about one of my favorites.
Speaking of money, who wants to introduce our guest? Marvin, you hooked him up. You brought him in here. Go ahead and introduce him.
Absolutely. Tonight we've got the one, the only, Jason, the smart one, KM4ACK. Welcome to the show.
Ouch. Where'd he go?
Yes. How's it going, guys?
What's going on, Jason?
Oh, man, loving life. How are y'all tonight?
What's going on, man? That's awesome.
I don't know why I said speaking of money. I guess every time I watch one of your videos, I have to spend money on something, I guess. I don't know.
So I have to tell you a short story. So living in Murfreesboro, not far from him, and then our current club president, well, I should say his current club president, also says his wife, not Jason, but the other guy, the club president's wife, says between Marvin and Jason, you spend more money on things all the time because of those two. So it's when you say it's like, yeah, money, Jason, you spend money every time. That's not the only one you get accused of doing that. So. Isn't that true, Jason?
That's a true statement. I hear that from a lot of guys and a lot of guys' wives.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, good.
That's because Marvin's figured out how to get the hook in the wallet.
I love this. Lots of cracks me up every time I hear the smart one.
The smart one.
There we go.
So
that's how he's referred to occasionally.
I think it was Tank Radio that started that.
Well,
yeah,
it makes sense. It makes sense. I mean, a guy that drinks as much bourbon as 2.0 does, he can't be the smart Jason. So it's got to be you. Bourbon or whiskey or whatever. But anyway, so Jason, we all know you here, but yes.
Oh,
yes.
World famous.
I don't want to see that, Jason, because I said something about sending one with Jason to bring to me more, and you said you were going to run out of them, and then I find out you still got some left.
Yeah, I want to buy one or two of those.
There was only a handful. I've put them out to patrons. I'm going to run them through the newsletter next week if there's any left. So there was very few left. Hey, Dave, are you coming to Dayton?
Yes.
I'm not sure if I'm coming to Dayton, but I'm definitely coming to Huntsville.
Okay.
Dayton's still up in the air.
I've got to have more of these. These were way too popular, so I'm going to have them
They
for
were.
the other shows.
I got to tell you, I went to my club meeting on Monday night, and I had 2 or 3 club members see that on the back of my truck, and they were like, please explain this.
Wait a minute, what is there to explain? No.
Exactly.
He'd hate me if I
Well,
said that.
if they haven't followed what Jason and Mike have done over the years, they wouldn't understand it.
That's true. They
Yeah,
wouldn't.
that's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's a fun rivalry back and forth for sure.
So, Jason, for those that are not familiar with you, tell everybody what you specialize in and kind of your story.
Well, I got started in radio because of a tornado that blew through my town in, I believe it was 2009. That was an EF4 tornado, came within 1,000 yards of the house. We lost power. We lost cell phones. We lost basically everything. I was completely unprepared. As I started down that road of figuring out what I needed, generators and some food that could be prepped on hand without having to cook it, I finally stumbled my way into communications, and it was my brother-in-law who suggested I take a look at ham radio. He was already a ham at the time. So that's kind of the way I got started in radio. And I've always been a technology person, so I always enjoyed computers. So marrying a computer to a radio was probably one of the first things I did. When Windows 10 came out, I got fed up with Windows and threw every Windows box I had in the trash, bought a Mac to run my daily business, and then I had to figure out what I was going to do for ham radio. So I started down the road of Linux with ham radio software. So I kind of cut my teeth on Linux with ham radio. Went on to write some software that a couple of people run. And then one of my favorite things, probably the last 3 or 4 years, has been a deep dive into APRS. Always knew about it, but like most of the rest of the world, I just watch myself move around on a map, and there's not a whole lot of fun in that. But once you start diving into it and realize the capabilities of it, it's probably the most misunderstood mode in ham radio because the vast majority of people don't do anything but watch themselves move around on a map. And I'm trying to change that with just getting out there and talking about it, showing examples of how you can use it for various things, and try to encourage people to get out there and experiment with it.
It's cool stuff. It's cool stuff. And you bored Michael to death. He got up and left.
That's all right.
And he's muted.
And he's muted talking.
I had to go down the hall and to the right, dude. And I have my weather station on APRS.FI.
Nice.
Remind
Very
me
cool.
what weather station you're running, Michael.
I have an ambient.
Ambient. Okay.
Yeah, I have the really nice ambient.
How do you have that hooked up and running through APRS? Just out of curiosity for viewers as well.
Because let's see, how do we start this? You've got to get a code. You got to get the address of the ambient. You have to register it with the National Weather Service, and then you have to go through APRS, and it's basically just tunneled right to it. So it comes in through. It comes in through its little box. It goes from the little box to my Wi-Fi to the National Weather Service and APRS.
I don't mean to interrupt that, but Pepe, I couldn't help but read this. Cool accent. From which state is Jason? Do we not sound similar? The Tennessee ties are running deep on HamShackTV tonight. Marvin used to live down here. Michael used to live down here, and Jason lives down here now. So, yep.
I've been here for
back there.
I've been here for a little over 20 years now.
Where were you before?
Alabama. I grew up in North Alabama.
God help you. I got to kick you off the show now.
Roll Tide,
here we
baby.
go.
Roll
Roll
Tide.
Tide.
Roll Tide.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Mike says it best, KE9DSK. Go.
There you go.
Vols.
Yeah, get out of here with that too.
Oh,
Hey,
The
support
old
my
Mo.
employer. That's all I care about.
he's an old Mo.
So how did you, Michael, real quick, how did you find that information to go from that weather station to just doing
Dude, it's been like 3 or 4 years. I'd actually have to go through. I might make a video on how to do that because
I just think a lot of people would be really interested.
It was hard because I had no clue, and I was like, all right, I see weather stations, and you basically have you have a code, you have like I said, an address that ambient weather gives you. And you actually have to go through, get it certified. It's all electronic paperwork, but
Sure.
it takes a few days before it even populates and pops up sometimes. But yeah.
So there's a lot I see sometimes on APRS. There's another device called a like a WX 3-in-1. And I know a lot of people have used that. You see that quite often. They tie some stuff into that through like a serial connection and the internet to be able to make that work. I've thought about doing that a couple times because I have a Davis weather station, but I've not gone down that road with it. So
does it have RFI or RF connection like through Wi-Fi, or can you hardline it through like Cat5 network?
Yes, you can. Yes. So.
If I remember right, that is a full-blown weather station digipeater iGate in one.
It is, yes.
Yeah, he's got the high flute and things.
Yeah, go big or go home is what I was been told. So, but I bet Jason's. Go ahead.
I was going to say, just in my opinion, my humble opinion, and it may be wrong. Look, Dave, you can be happy for once. Now I'm covered up.
That's funny.
Yeah.
You're the one that put the Lido's logo there.
Gotta support. No, in my humble opinion, Davis is the most severely overpriced weather station.
Oh yeah, it is. But it's good.
They are good.
It's good, and I got it refurbished, so I didn't really care. And I've been using it for 2, 3, 4, probably 5 years now, and it's been great for me. So yeah.
I paid like $275 for the ambient, and I figured I wanted one and done. I've always wanted a halfway decent weather station that I have a dashboard, and then anybody on APRS can look it up. This is my APRS information here that I just shared. So I mean, it gives everything. Anything that my weather station picks up, it'll put here, which is cool.
Absolutely, that is cool for sure. But I bet Jason can give us information and details more about setting this type of stuff up and setting up objects and other information. So, Jason, you want to kind of take and run away with this? That I know you're pretty primary. You can figure a lot of this on Linux with Yak, but give us some more information.
Let's do one thing before we go down that road.
Okay.
For those, let's dumb it down for the viewers that are not familiar with APRS, don't understand APRS or anything like that.
Good point. Yeah.
Yeah, Jason, why don't you give a brief overview of what APRS is, the benefits of it, and then go into where Marvin was going with that.
Well, in the simplest of terms, it's a way for multiple operators to communicate at the same time. I mean, literally, that's the very basic understanding of it. And we're missing the point if all we do is beacon out our position so that we can see ourselves on a map. There's benefit in that at times, but there's so much more that can be done with it, such as objects, messages, bulletins. I mean, a lot of people don't even realize we've got two-way text messaging right there on a radio. Now, granted, if you try to type on one of these HT radios, it is not the best experience in the world. But we've had that two-way texting capability way before cell phones ever had that capability. So there's a lot of different things we can do with it. Just as for instance, during the recent ice storm we had here in Middle Tennessee, I was sending out regular bulletins letting people know that one of our NOAA weather radio stations here was offline. So if you tried to tune into that, you weren't going to hear it. I was sending out 2 different bulletins pertaining to various electric power companies and how many outages they were experiencing. That got updated about once an hour. So you could literally, if you were one of those sitting there in the dark, if you turned on your HT, you would be getting that information fed to the front of your radio. If you come to Murfreesboro, you would, if you were here 10 minutes and you had your APRS radio on, you would already know where our local club was meeting. If you looked at that object on your phone, you would be able to see the club name and the club website. And all of that is just by turning on your radio and paying attention. But the most important part is somebody's got to feed that information into the APRS system. And that's where we need more operators, starting to learn about how to do that and what information they can make available. Going back to the ice storm for a minute, I also monitored the TDOT, Tennessee Department of Transportation's website. If there was trees that had fallen and blocking a major road, or there was an accident blocking a major road, I was dropping objects onto the map that if you were passing through in that area, those objects would show up on your radio. They would tell you which lane it was in other words, northbound, eastbound, southbound, whatever, and tell you which lanes were blocked. So it might have just been the left-hand lane. It might have been, all 4 lanes across an interstate that were blocked. So I know at one time there was a tractor trailer that had the entire I-65 interstate shut down on one side, all lanes blocked because of that wreck. And if you're just paying attention to your APRS radio, that's information that you would have had right on the front of your screen, giving you that information, telling you what was going on. So there's just a quick overview of it and kind of some of the things we can do with it.
Go ahead, Marvin. You had something on that.
Yeah,
And
I mean, no, I was looking to see if you're going to say something first to look like you're coming to the mic too. So yeah, those are all really great things that you can notify for. I know I didn't, Jason. Also, we use. Oh, I shouldn't. I'm not there anymore. But didn't you guys use APRS also for the parade in the past?
Yeah, we've used it for various events. Another big thing that I do here, I custom wrote a script that scrapes the NWS website. It does that every 5 minutes, and it's looking for watches or warnings. If it finds one, it converts that watch or warning to an APRS bulletin and sends it out to our area. That covers Rutherford County, which is the county I live in, and every single county that borders Rutherford County. So if you geographically touch Rutherford County, I'm looking for watches and warnings in that area. And that was just a kind of a challenge to myself to see if I could do it when I sat down to write that code. And
real quick, is that a script that's just for Linux? Or because yes. I know that's what your primary base is, or is that can be used for anything? So,
no, it's just Linux. And before anybody asks, I will not release that code. That is probably not done exactly correctly, but I know how it's done, and it's worked for many, many years for me. But I would kind of be scared to put that in somebody else's hand and have no idea what was being put out over the air. So,
gotcha.
But the National Weather Service makes their API available. And it's possible with just a little bit of help and probably some ChatGPT nowadays. I wrote this before ChatGPT was a thing. But it's just another idea to put out there for something that you can put out on APRS. Now, going back to your question, you asked about the parade and also the air show. And I should have had some slides here available for that. But yes, we use APRS heavily in both of those. Really more so in the air show than at the parade. We do use it a little bit in the parade just to kind of keep up with personnel. But the air show was really where we needed it. The air show is literally, when we set up there, there's nothing but a big flat piece of concrete. And we're talking, I don't know, probably 3/4 of a mile by 3/4 of a mile worth of concrete. So there's no markers to tell you where everything is. We went in the day before the air show started. I had another guy driving around on a golf cart. When he would get to a particular location, he would send out a beacon on APRS. I could see that on my map, and I would drop an object right there and put whatever that happened to be, whether it was a concession stand or the flight deck or a bag check, whatever that happened to be. Well, then when the air show got to going, I could take a look at the map, and because we'd created all those objects in advance, then we had our people also beaconing APRS. I could tell you where any person was at that air show at any given time just by looking at the map in the RV.
I want to let someone run with this for a minute. I'm just going to paste a couple of his quick links. So the first one I'm going to paste is from the how to unlock the power of APRS objects with more than just positions for like field day. And then I've got the other one, how we used APRS to enhance our operation for field day. So I've got both those videos. You can go check out KM4ACK on YouTube and look at his videos. You can find all of them right there that have all the links for the APRS type of stuff. He's got, I mean, there's a lot of different videos he's done over all this over the years. And, I'd say most of it is probably done on the Linux now, because I know you've ceased Raspberry Pi operations, but some of that they may find may still be on there. Am I right or wrong?
I've got an entire playlist of APRS. So
okay.
I saw somebody ask in the comments, what's my APRS setup? That depends literally on what day of the week it is. Right now, as we sit here, I'm using a Kenwood D75, and it's attached to my phone running APRS Droid. So that's my portable setup. In fact, if you send me an APRS message right now, it should come through to the phone. And that's KM4ACK-7. But yeah, it literally just depends on what day it is. I a lot of times run the ICOM 705 for an APRS radio. No, it doesn't have APRS built into it. But when you connect that to a laptop and you run YAC on it, we're only using the radio to send out the RF. Everything else is being handled by the computer. And as far as Raspberry Pis, there's still a Raspberry Pi right there that's running my Digipeater, and that's an old Pi 3.
Well, and you, Marvin, you made the comment that he got out of Pis. A lot of the stuff in Pi is pretty easy to convert to Linux.
Well,
True.
The Pi is in Linux, but I just got away from it as using it as a day-to-day operating system.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a few various reasons for that. It's kind of off topic, but yeah, a lot of my Pi videos
we're known for that
still
too.
up there. What's that?
I said we're known for going off topic a little bit once in a while. Michael, you had a question.
Explain to me what YAC is.
Yet another APRS client. That's literally what YAC stands for.
It is.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
So that doesn't tell me much. So tell me what it is.
It is a piece of software that does APRS on your laptop.
Really?
Yes. It will
and
run
you connect it to
on-
a radio.
Yes, you connect it to a radio. You can use
Where
something
has this
like
been all my life?
I don't know. You could use a MobiLink TNC. You could use a radio like the Kenwood or the BTEC UV Pro. You can use a DigiRig. There's a lot of various ways to set it up to run with YAC.
All right, so now I have something, because like you said, I have an FTM 500 in my truck, and my my buddy from work, he'd always like send me messages when I was driving, and then I'm like, I'm not driving and sending the microphone, and I'm like, if they put if they could Bluetooth a keyboard to a frickin' radio, I'd be set.
Please don't get me started on that. So in my truck, Michael, I have the FTM 500. I have connected a MobiLink TNC to the back of it. I turned APRS off on the radio, and I run APRS Droid on a tablet in the truck.
Ooh.
that gives me mapping capability. And in fact, if you go back and scroll through my videos, you can actually see my mobile setup where I go over all of that. I don't show how to set it up, but I do cover it. That gives me mapping capability. That gives me a station list. That gives me all the objects on the map. And that gives me a keyboard that you can actually work with to type a message.
So you're running the radio via the tablet.
Well, the radio, I just reduced
APRS.
it. I just reduced it to a basic 2-meter 440 radio. I turned off all of the APRS on that radio because Yazoo took 10 steps backwards going from the 400 to the 500 as far as APRS is concerned.
Yeah. And I mean, granted, I love my 500 because I love the form factor and the size, and it's the same width as my 891, so I have them stacked. But
they did a lot of things. They did a lot of things right. The front firing speaker, the mic attaches to the mic that attaches to the head. But they reduced the screen size to literally almost the exact same screen size as the FT5, which is their flagship HT. And they jacked up APRS on that radio something horribly.
So
Don't get me started on the FT5.
This is my goal, and when ICOM finally comes out with the 5200, I have an FTM 500 for sale.
I'm waiting on Kenwood to get off their duff and give us a 750.
I think we'll see it at Dayton.
Well, we thought we were going to see it at Orlando.
I think they want to. My personal opinion is they want to debut it at Dayton, and that's why they pulled out of Orlando, because they got their approval, their certification faster than they thought they were going to.
Right.
Yeah, I think the chances of it being released for Dayton are a lot higher than it being released at Huntsville.
Oh yeah,
although it is the national convention, so maybe they want to make a splash at the national convention. I still think it's Dayton, though.
I think if they didn't do it at Dayton, they'd do it in Japan.
That's actually a very good question.
My non-ham wife borrows my truck that transmits APRS on my FTM 500. Is she breaking the rules? I would say yes.
If you're not in the truck, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd turn that off.
Yeah.
Hey, there goes Billy Bob. No, that's Billy Bob's wife.
Michael, there's something in the private chat for you.
Oh, really? Now I gotta. God bless
you, Marvin. You heard it too, didn't you?
I did.
What'd I say?
Oh, I'll put it in the private chat. Anyway,
I said Billy Bob and Billy Bob's wife.
No, it was before that.
Before that.
God bless America.
Speaking of God bless America, there's Andy.
No, here we go.
Hello, Andy. Good evening. He must be muted, or he's not on board yet. So
or he's not hearing us.
There we go. How can
there
you
he
hear me
is.
now? All right.
There you go.
How is everybody doing? Great to see all of you, fine gentlemen, and you too, Dave. No, I'm kidding. I can say Dave because
hey, Andy, I'm not far from you.
They don't know which one I'm talking about, so I can say Dave.
Hey, Dave, I'm not far from him. I can go over and take care of him.
I don't think you want to meet either one of us in the dark alley.
Probably.
For those of you, by the way, that haven't seen, earlier today I released on my channel video from our club meeting on Monday night, which Andy was our special guest presenter live through the interwebs. He did a fantastic job. So y'all go check that out after the show tonight.
Indeed. And if you want me to present for your club, shoot me an email, andy@worldradioleague.com. Happy to help you out.
All depends on what you're presenting, sir.
Of course, World Radio League and Ham Radio Prep.
Okay, because I was going to say $20 is $20. So,
oh, Lord. So something listening to you guys talk, something that popped in my head, and purposefully popped in my head while I've been fooling with this thing. APRS, in my mind, tell me if I'm completely off base, but it seems like an early version of Mesh Network. Would you agree with that?
Of Meshtastic?
A Meshtastic, Mesh Core, any of them, because it seems like they feed off of each other.
They don't feed off of each other, but Meshtastic is APRS.
Okay.
Just in a new form. Yes, there's things we can do on Meshtastic like encryption that we can't legally do on APRS. I think there's room for both, and I'm definitely into the Meshtastic game as well. There's advantages, there's disadvantages to both. For APRS, I could reach a lot further with a 2-meter signal.
Sure.
And 50
and there's
watts.
no power limit. Yeah.
There's that. On the other hand, I can't hand my wife my APRS radio. I can hand her a Meshtastic node as long as I didn't turn on that ham radio operator option in here, which hopefully none of us do. So with the ability to hand that to an unlicensed person and the ability to run encryption, it's got some advantages that we can't have on APRS. So I like playing in both of those worlds. By the way, did anybody know you can create what, I can't remember what Meshtastic calls it, but you can create an APRS object on Meshtastic?
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Did not know that.
Somebody open your phone
I'm working on it right now.
open your map and touch on. Now, I should have been a little bit more specific with that. You can't do it on this device, but on your cell phone, touch on the map, just kind of press and hold, and it will allow you to create. They call it a waypoint.
Oh, right.
So
you can set duration and how long. And...
Yep. So there again, I hope Meshtastic looks at the way APRS has done this for so long and updates the way they do things. With Meshtastic, the best I've been able to figure out, you have to be in RF range of the node. Now that can be through multiple hops, but you have to hear it over over RF when that waypoint is created. It will never re-announce itself from everything that I've seen. I would like to see them get that to where it would update every 10 minutes and push that waypoint out again so that if I came into the area late, I would get that same information.
Yeah, there's nothing for that coming up or that I know of yet, but it does, you can rebroadcast it to whoever sent it first, but it is totally independent on the person who sent it. Like I used to do when we have our meetings from the club or we meet for breakfast every morning or every Saturday morning. And I would say, come get some tacos, but you have to be in RF range. It will hop, but it only runs off of your hop limit of your radio. So if you have it set for 3, it's only going to go 3 hops. And it's handled differently, but yeah, so you just hold down on the map and you can create the waypoint. You can change the icon. You can lock it, or if you don't lock it, somebody else can actually change it. And it's kind of neat. It sort of works. It's not higher on their priority list of making it work. So it kind of works, doesn't work reliably.
So here's a cool story for y'all going back to APRS for a second. Before Hamcation, I was reading through some old documentation by Bob Bruniga, who was the father of APRS.
Right.
And he was talking about announcing, say, a local net, but to announce it way more often than we would think about. So normally an APRS object is going to be announced right when you transmit it, and then it starts to decay off to the point that it only gets announced about every 10 minutes. However, he said for the net, you could do that as often as every 60 seconds. So I read through this, and I just, lack of anything better to do that day, I sat down and wrote a quick script that would send out a bulletin every 60 seconds. Well, I tried it out Tuesday night when our Aries net was on the air. They had 50% more check-ins that night than they typically do.
Wow.
And I never told anybody until after the fact that I was even sending it. So there are people out there that pay attention, and we were getting check-ins from out of county
Oh, wow.
So just another way that you could use it.
Awesome.
That's really impressive.
So, Jason, at Hamcation, there was a special type of APRS going. You want to talk about that? The day out?
Yeah. So
And is
again,
that gonna be something that we're going to try and do at other Hamfests, or is that just an Orlando thing?
that's just in Orlando. The Daytona Beach Amateur Radio Association is the one that put that together. This was the second year they've put it together. I've just helped promote that. The day out was an idea by Bob, and it was just a way to get off of the main APRS frequency during an event or some type of disaster. That way you cut out all of the noise and you only focus on the people that are there and the packets that are pertaining to that event or that disaster. So going back to something like the air show, we could set up a day out frequency at the air show and just move off of 144.390 to another frequency. As long as you get everybody that's participating in that event to move to that frequency, now the only thing you're seeing on your radio is directly pertaining to the event. So it helps cut out some of the clutter. It also reduces the possibility of packet collisions.
Okay, is that something I don't know if that's, I don't know the setup behind it. Obviously, I guess you got to set up digipeaters on the same frequency, stuff like that, or is it something we can mimic? Because I thought it was a great idea, just like we do a different firmware for Meshtastic.
Yeah, so that just depends on how far you're going to be spread out, because APRS works perfectly fine simplex range. The only time you even need a digipeater is if two people are going to be outside of simplex range. The digipeater is simply a digital repeater, and it helps extend the range of your coverage by passing that traffic through the digipeater. Outside of that, there's really nothing different about it other than literally changing the frequency on your radio. So let's say you've got a group of off-roaders that want to go out for the weekend. They're all going to be within 3/4 of a mile of one another, and they're all running 50-watt radios. If they just, all of them move their APRS radio off of 144.390 to another frequency, they would basically have their own private space right there. Now, what you would lose in that particular case is some of your APRS services, because the way the APRS services work is you can send a packet over RF, but at some point to get to that service, it's got to be injected into the internet. It will hit the service, get whatever information you've requested, come back to the digipeater, and then it comes back to you over RF. So it's a hybrid system where you're using both the RF and the internet at the same time.
Okay.
Hey, Jason, is there a standardized alternate frequency for the day out type thing, or is it just kind of whatever's free in that area or available?
You could use whatever is free. I think the recommended day out frequency was 147.585. I believe that's the frequency we were using in Orlando. And hello, Tim. I didn't see you pop in here.
Man, I'm slick like that. Just whoosh.
You snuck in on me.
I did.
Hi, Tim.
Hey,
Dealer Dave,
there, Jason.
Dealer Dave, check your mic settings. You may be on your house mic instead of your real mic.
Switch your computer mic.
There we go.
There you go. Now you
That
sound
sounds
like
a lot
man.
better, Dave.
That sounds so warm and inviting.
the sultry sounds of Meshtastic Dave.
There we go.
Dave,
Oh boy.
Jason, is your call at KM4ACK-7?
Yes.
I just sent you a message.
I do not see it yet.
Okay.
Got a long way to go.
Not really.
Nope. Yeah, it'll show up. If it didn't go out the first time, it will retry a certain number of times before it gives up. So, whoops. I just got, oh, yep, N3 MFL and I got one from W9US.
There you go.
So
Nice.
2 of them just came in.
W9US in the chat. Someone forgot to lock the back door. I guess he's referencing Gray Man getting in here.
Yeah, I thought that was a great idea for Hamcation and thought it would be cool, especially at Dayton, to see that, because I know even just at Belton Hamfest, which is a little baby Hamfest up the road from us, everybody's on APRS and it's just a blob right there at the Hamfest.
In
it would be cool to see
Huntsville,
it separate.
in Huntsville last year, there were so many people on APRS, they literally almost broke it.
Yeah.
I could send a message on Saturday and it may or may not go through because there was just so many people on it.
Oh, wow.
There is a limited amount of bandwidth, and when you put that many active users on it, that starts clogging it up, and it can break.
So Huntsville itself has a very active and robust APRS community before everybody comes in for the Hamfest. So that just adds to it, which actually kind of goes along some of the same lines that they're having with ad hoc networks and Meshtastic, where you get so many people in at one time and all that beaconing and traffic going around, you do saturate it.
There's another message from KY4TRK.
He's in here.
And that one's from California.
Yep. KY4TRK,
Nice.
right there he is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. There's a
Very
guy over the Gulf near Rockport that just sent a Meshtastic message that I picked up.
Someone, I like what someone wrote here, and I guess there's, come on, 440 needs a dedicated APRS system and frequency. I wonder why they've never put that on 440.
There's nothing that says you can't run it on 440.
Nope.
So
take the initiative, Greg. You started up.
Here's another one. You can run this on HF.
Yep.
Sure you can.
So there are active digipeaters on 30 and 40 meters.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yes. I tested that last summer using Vara as the modem and Yak as the APRS platform. We went to the lake for 4 or 5 days in the RV. I set the station up, sent out a message to patrons, and I said, hey, if you think about it, get a chance, sometime during this window, try to send me an APRS message. And there was multiple messages that came through over that while we were down there for that period.
I totally forgot about that.
I could reply to them, and as long as they left their radio on, the reply was getting back through.
That's
So
right.
even when there's no digipeaters in the area, if you move over to HF, you can still get APRS both ways, bidirectional.
Can you? So what's being broadcast on 144.39 in APRS? Are you going to see that on the 440 side?
No, not unless somebody is bridging the two together.
Right. Yeah.
Would be the only way you would be seeing it on both sides.
Okay. So
Now, I mean, that could be done. Think about a crossband repeater. Receive on one,
right.
transmit on the other.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Do it with your Toads.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Toads interface.
Justin Crook asked KM4ACK, what apps do you suggest for an Apple user?
Okay, so I'm assuming we're talking about iPhone. Is that correct?
I would imagine.
I would imagine so.
All right, so there's 2 apps for the iPhone. You got APRS.fi, the same as the website, but it's an app on the phone. That is you have to pay for the app. And then if you want to do messaging, you've also got to pay a yearly subscription to that. But that is a good app. The other one that I have used is called Pocket Packet for iOS. That is a one-time fee. I believe that one's $5. I can't remember how much APRS FI is. Pocket Packet does not get near the updates, but it's that one-time fee and you're done. There is no subscription and you unlock all of the features. The main reason I moved away from APRS.FI is I wanted to be running in a strictly RF environment. I did not want my phone tied to the internet when it came to APRS. APRS.FI does not give you that option. I actually reached out to the developer back then and said, hey, am I missing something? I want to turn the internet off. And he said, no, that's never been built in. Pocket Packet allowed me to disconnect completely from the internet and just run APRS over RF.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, APRS FI, their backbone is the internet. So I could see why they would not want to disconnect it.
Yeah, but APRS is not about the internet necessarily. You should be able to run that in an RF only environment.
No, I agree. I'm saying the APRS.FI, because it's the website, it's the internet interface and gateway of APRS. I see why they don't necessarily want to turn it off, because they want everybody to come through their website or through their site. So I downloaded last year at Huntsville. I downloaded the Pocket Packet, and I think you're right. It's about $5. It wasn't expensive.
It's $4.99 on the Apple iPhone store. I was looking at it right myself right now. Do you connect that to your mobile TNC then, and you're just transmitting through the radio with that, Jason?
Yes.
As an example. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've got a friend that runs that with the BTEC UV Pro. A warning though, if you're using an iPhone and the Kenwood radios, those two are not compatible. The Bluetooth in them is different and it will not work. So you have to have that device. The guy out of Hawaii, I cannot think of his call sign, but
he does radio mail.
Yeah, he does radio mail, but it's BB Link.
Yes, that's it.
Bravo Link.
How is it a different Bluetooth standard?
I do not recall the answer to that, but it is not compatible. My iPhone would never work with the D75 until I got that BB Link to do the translation between the two.
Interesting.
I believe
so. It's something that Apple does where they block backwards compatibility, if I remember right.
Yeah, they're BLE low energy on Apple devices.
That's it.
And yeah, it's BLE Bluetooth low energy on Apple devices, and then the Kenwood's got your standard Bluetooth. And no, they don't talk to each other.
Oh, interesting.
Apple made that decision because they wanted to conserve battery life as much as possible.
Bless you, Josh.
Can
careful.
Will a D72 work the same, Jason, for doing that Bluetooth connection or like the TNC and using that for APRS on a D72 for Kenwood?
No, the D72 didn't have Bluetooth in it.
Nope. No, but I mean, you could still do the RF connection. I suppose if you don't have Bluetooth, you can't do it with the mobile TNC, can you?
I mean, you could connect a MobiLink TNC to that radio, I suppose.
And then connect that to your packet to Pocket Packet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Pocket Packet will work with a MobiLink TNC, so then you can connect that MobiLink to whatever HT you want to on the other side. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
You could always, Marvin, you can always go get a VG or a BTEC.
I've actually got the BTEC radio. I've bought it. I have not had time to look at it and configure it since Christmas, and I need to. I just haven't had time to play with it. So I've seen a couple of. I mean, I'm a subscriber to Jason's channel. I'll be quite front, with it. But I just haven't had time to go look at it and configure it and see what I can do. I know they continue to improve it all the time. So that BTEC Pro, I think it's got pretty good reviews and it's pretty versatile across the board. So.
And
I'm sure Jason can back that up.
A new kid on the block that is getting better and better by the day.
Yeah, Jason just put a video out about that radio.
Which one's that, Dave?
The
HAG2.
The Renovus.
HA2, the Ellens HA2.
Oh, okay.
They
got one of those on the way.
Work ahead of them.
Yeah, but it's definitely getting better, and they do listen though, Jason.
Oh, absolutely. Hey, by the way, another message from KE2DYL.
Yeah, it's kind of like the steps that BTEC took, kind of baby stepping their way through it. And so far, I got high hopes for that thing because a sub $100 radio that'll have a working TNC is awesome.
Yeah,
If they can fix the Winlink side of that, the Winlink where the TNC right now is blocking Winlink connections, works fine with APRS, but blocking the Winlink. So if they can figure that out, and I reached out to Redivus, they assured me they're working on it. So as soon as they unlock that, sub $100, and just for the Bluetooth TNC. At that point, I don't even care if it's got APRS in the radio.
Yeah, exactly. Because like you said, APRS Droid on the phone makes it a lot easier. Because even like you were talking in the video on that radio, it's not the easiest to do APRS on the keypad of these radios.
Nope.
And here's a true statement. Probably the best one for APRS.
Kenwood is the best one. They've got the best user interface. But if you ever see me at a HamFest, I'm usually carrying the D75, and I'm going to be running APRS Droid because I get more messages at HamFest than any other time, and it just makes it easy to actually reply to them.
Well, APRS Droid, and then because I've got Wode on it for Winlink, because Winlink works great on that radio too. Didn't you say you could receive the Winlink? You just couldn't transmit the Winlink message with the Redivus?
No, I could not even get the gateway to connect.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. There's some sort of weird thing that Redivus is doing with that radio. I don't know exactly what it is. I'm not a hardware person. But in the BTEC, you don't have to have the APRS on the radio. You only need to turn on the Bluetooth TNC. It offloads everything else to the phone. With the Redivus, you have to have the APRS modem on, even though you're connected through the Bluetooth TNC. Yeah. And if you don't, you'll never see incoming packets on APRS Droid. So it's something weird that they've got that hopefully they'll get that resolved.
Well, I think it's something they do, not just in the hardware, it's in their programming too, because RT Systems can't crack their encryption to be able to, and she's told me point blank, they figured out something. I can't crack their encryption to be able to program their DMR radios.
Oh, interesting. All right, another shout out, KD9 ADR.
Everybody's sending you messages now.
It's like you're at a HamFest.
But by the way, talking about. Go ahead, Michael.
I was just going to say, by the way, this is N3MFL.
Your eye?
Me. No, me.
Just pointing at your eye.
Yeah, I got your message.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if
he acknowledged
it was me or not.
Yeah, you got that early on.
Out a few minutes ago. There was two of them that came in right at the same time.
Wow. I'm sorry. I'll just stay over here.
We've already been over this, Michael.
Come on, Michael.
Andy. Go play your bass, would you?
Michael, why do you got to be so vain?
You're the APRS guy.
Go ahead, Tim.
I said, why do you got to be so vain? Oh, it's always got to be about you, man.
It doesn't have to be about
me. Come on, Tim. Everybody likes to hear their call sign on.
Oh, I know.
I hear it too much. I just hear TO, the other TO.
The other TO. That's what we hear. Yes. Jason, in regards to APRS and setting this up, if someone wants to, they're listening to this, they're watching this, and they want to look at, starting to set this up, kind of what is the basics like of equipment? I mean, we've kind of talked about it on a very low level scale and not directly, but what type of equipment and what type of setup do they need to kind of get started with this? And then obviously they can go watch some of your videos and things like that. But what would be a good way for them to start, or where's a good place for them to start to feed to get some more information besides your videos? Obviously, that's the best place, I'd say, but yeah.
Yeah, literally go to K8MRDiswrong.com.
Oh, boy.
I'm not kidding.
Y'all are starting on it. You're
I put a
starting
lot
on
of
it.
links. There it is. K8MRDiswrong.com. I built that website to have good APRS information. So there's a lot of information, a lot of reading that you can do there.
You know, I heard
Terry with a tango there says, where is W8MRD? I don't know about him, but we've said K8MRD enough. I'm sure he's going to pop in any second.
You know, Jason,
did you lock the back door?
That picture you've got there, I heard somebody
Yeah, you're
refer to that
listening,
as the face of QRM.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the question at hand here before we get derailed.
Yep, there he is. There he is right there. You can have good APRS information. Doesn't matter, or doesn't mean
Get in
APRS
there,
is
Mike.
good.
Make your argument.
You know where the link is, Mike, if you want to come in.
He was aggravating me on a live stream the other night, so I don't feel bad at all.
So this is the K8MRD is wrong, and there is a good place to start right there for you. So,
Hey, there's some helpful links. If you scroll down, there's some less helpful links.
The further you scroll, the worse it is.
I've been here the whole time. Know your enemy.
Nice. Sandbagging.
So anyway, there's some really good information there, no doubt, Jason. So
Yeah, now a lot of that information is not mine. A lot of that's just links that I have collected up. That's good information. You have to be really careful because APRS has been around a long time. It's gone through several changes, and if you're watching a video that's 15 years old, it can literally have bad information in it. That's just outdated. I'm sure it was good at the time, but it's at this point it's outdated and things that we no longer use. So, for instance, if you hear anybody talking about relay as part of your APRS path, that's 20-year-old information. So it's way out of date at this point. And a lot of that's just legacy stuff that's left around out there. But if you don't know what you're looking at in the beginning, it can be very confusing. Back to the equipment. If you don't know anything about it, just want to play with APRS, grab your cell phone and buy one of those apps. Connect it through the internet. No, you're not doing things over RF, but it allows you to get in and start playing. If you want to move up from there, the BTEC UV Pro or the VGC, I can't remember the numbers on that one, N something 76, I think. They're identical radios. Both of those are, if you use APRS on the front of that radio, it's about 80% there. The winning factor of that one's it's got the Bluetooth TNC. It works with the Apple devices. It works with the Androids. Offload the APRS to the phone, and that is a great setup. If you want to move up a little bit further from that, go to the Yaesu FT5. That one's got pretty good APRS from the front of the radio. As good as you can get when you're limited to, however many keys are on the front of the, 9 or 10 keys on the front. Downside of the FT5 is it does not have the Bluetooth TNC. So you cannot connect that phone to your radio or that radio to your phone just using the radio in your phone. You can do it with maybe a MobiLink TNC or something like that, but it doesn't work the same way as the BTEC radio does. And if you want the gold standard, you got to cough up the cash and go to the Kenwood. The D75 is the de facto standard radio for APRS.
Fellas, we've came up here on the top of the hour. Let me do the technical station ID. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the HamShackTV. If you're just tuning in, great conversation with KM4ACK tonight. Talking about APRS, we haven't really dived into any Winlink stuff, which I'm absolutely ignorant on Winlink yet. But appreciate everybody tuning in. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Lido Radio Mounts, best radio mounts you can find for your vehicle. Check out the link in the description. You will get 10% off your order at Lido Radio Mounts. Also, channel donations are available. Michael has set the bar high with the hundo tonight, but if you feeling generous, you know where to find those. This little flashing $ next to your chat box. Go ahead, pick it up, somebody.
Yep, I got a couple things in the chat. Let's go while we're at the top of the hour here. Let's go check a couple of things. So someone's got a couple questions here, and so the first thing goes, what about the FTM310?
Can I just say, whoever Mike KE9DSK is, he's using an awesome logger there on his laptop. I saw it in your picture. You're my family.
And I know the FTM400 you can do it on. I don't know about the 310. Jason, do you know anything about that one from Yaesu?
I believe the 310 is an APRS radio. None of those from Yaesu have a Bluetooth TNC built into them. From my experience and what radios I've played with, the FTM400 is still the best mobile APRS radio that Yaesu put out. The FTM500 is a fantastic radio. It is janky when it comes to APRS. If you try to send a message from that, just trying to remember which key combination to use is ridiculous.
I was going to say,
go ahead, Tim.
Sorry. Well, I was going to say the FTM 400 is pretty nice. I have one, and I was using it on the way back up from Florida. It does have a QWERTY keyboard on the screen. It's touchscreen QWERTY keyboard, which makes it a little bit easier. Still, can be problematic's not the right word. I would suggest that if you're going to be cumbersome, there we go. That if you are going to use it when you're going down the road, be a passenger. Have your passenger do it. I wouldn't try sending messages on it while you're driving. So, which funny story, Jason, when I was passing through your neck of the woods, I queued up a message to send to you, and I was, I don't know, about 25 miles away from your area. So I was waiting to get a little bit closer, and something happened, and I had to back out. And then when I went back, the message was gone and everything. So, and I wasn't going to stop. I just kept on going.
Well, oh, there we go. This is my other question right there. What do you suggest for mobile radio over HT? So, and we kind of talked about a little bit of the 400,
Yeah, as far as a new radio on the market right now, I wouldn't buy one. I'd wait on that Kenwood to come out and buy it.
Does the 7500 VGC, does that have a TNC built into it?
I do not know the answer to that.
Patty Boy, answer that question, Patty Boy. He's in my chat. And he said he uses that because that's their mobile. He uses it with the APRS Droid on his tablet. Does that have a built-in TNC? That one has a built-in TNC into it.
So there you go.
It's probably the 70s. It's probably the 76 just in mobile form.
Yeah. So connect that to your tablet, run APRS Droid or APRS.FI, and you got a winning combination.
Oh, are you talking about the mobile version of the VCG? Yeah. I believe all the specs are identical, except for it's in a mobile footprint and 50 watts.
Yes.
Otherwise, everything else is identical.
Patty Boy's got one, and that's how he does it. He said, yes, it's got TNC in it.
Yeah. I have to show this before I get too much far off my screen. I saw my wife. It's illegal for her to drive my truck. Well, if you need a place to, shack up for the night, you better go find a buddy. It's gonna be a cold bed, I think.
Operator of my mobile station. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
And remember,
he might have to sleep in that truck tonight.
Yeah,
and he might be.
Don't forget, send all complaints to K8MRD at iCloud.com. Or maybe it's .net. I don't know.
That's .com.
I just watched Mike's latest video, and he said he's trying to save up some money for an IC7300 Mark II.
Oh.
So I'm probably going to piss him off tonight.
That's funny. So, anybody else have any questions in the chat for Jason KM4ACK about APRS? Any things that, something might be interest or Jason, I know you don't have screenshots or anything, but we started talking about it a little bit earlier, and that's talking about YAK. Obviously, you have it working really well in Linux. I believe it's capable of doing it in Windows and Mac as well. I mean, look, kind of maybe it's hard to explain the process when you can't show what you're doing, but maybe explain some of the different things you can do with the Yak program and what, other than just placing an object there.
It just makes it super simple to interface with APRS. That's the primary thing. I mean, you're offloading everything. Now you're moving up from a tablet to a full-blown laptop. If it can be done in APRS, you can do it inside of Yak. So bulletins, for instance, are something that is very difficult, if not impossible, to do correctly on the HT. Objects are another one. You've got a full-blown map in front of you, and you can download those maps so they're available to you offline as well. So I've got basically everything from roughly Colorado to the east downloaded on my laptop. So it doesn't matter where I go. I don't even need an internet connection to pull that map up. It's just an easier APRS interface to work with.
Do you find that map to be pretty accurate for roads and stuff? I mean, can you do it for like a little bit of GPS stuff, or are you just doing it for APRS, that interface?
You can absolutely do it for GPS. It's using OpenStreetMap data.
Oh, it is.
So
okay,
you're downloading OpenStreetMap data. For what I've got and the zoom levels I've got, I think I've got about 5 or 6 gigs of maps on on my laptop. And I mean, I can go down to Street View on it.
Okay. Interesting.
Wow. That's cool.
So, anybody else in the panel have questions? Go ahead.
Is Yak system OS agnostic, or is that only Linux?
No, that will run on Windows, and I believe it also runs on a Mac. I only run it on Linux, but I believe it's cross-platform.
Yeah, I think it's cross-platform. I've had a little bit of a difficulty getting it run on Linux, or I mean on a Mac. I've kind of got the software up and it's up, but then maybe I'm just an idiot and don't know how to really configure it and try and make it work further. It seems like it kind of gets to a certain point and the program just kind of locks up for me. So I don't know how intuitive it is on a Mac versus some of the other programs, but again, I've kind of got it pulled up, but it doesn't always kind of locks up on me, so it's not always very user friendly in that regard. So
again, if you want to know more about Yak, there are multiple videos on my APRS playlist that cover various aspects of Yak. So I go into depth on a couple of those.
Oh, that's heavy.
So I'm looking at this.
Well, the reason I asked about system agnostic was more for the viewers and stuff. Because I'm building a laptop for Linux, but I can get it. I deal with all the different operating systems. So if it's system agnostic, it makes it easier for them to set it up on whatever operating system there's.
Yeah. So I'm looking at their download page on SourceForge, and it says Linux, BSD, Mac, and Windows.
All this talk about Yak, I had to put a Yak up.
Yeah.
Yakety yak. Don't call back.
He's looking at you, Jason.
That's funny. Let's see. Don't see anything else. I'm just kind of looking through the chat real quick. Sorry, guys.
There is something in the chat real quick. Little off topic, but I do want to hit because you gonna be all right, Andy?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
Got you whistling in there, whistling Dixie there.
He's whistling something.
I was whistling yakety yak because somebody started singing it. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Somebody brought up in the chat here, Electric Boogaloo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Who is going to Dalton? And that is something very important that we should hit real quick. This weekend is the Dalton Ham Fest. I am trying to find their dadgum website, and I'm not having any luck. So I'll pull it up on QRZ. They've got some information there. Big. No, we're not talking Huntsville big, but this is one of the bigger ones around. Dalton Ham Fest is this weekend, February 28th, North Georgia Fairgrounds, 500 Legion Drive in Dalton, Georgia, 8 to 2. It's $5 admission, 8 foot of boneyard space for $5 as well. Indoor tables are 10. VE testing will be across the street at 1 p.m. at the Yellowstone Steak and Buffet. Get you something to eat while you're at it.
Woo-wee.
And W4DRC.com will give you more information, although I was having a hard time locating it. Last year, Dalton was part of the HamShackTV HamFest tour, fueled by Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League. This is a great HamFest, guys. So if you are in the northern Georgia, western South Carolina, southwest North Carolina, southeast Tennessee, eastern Alabama, make the quick drive over to Dalton. I think you're going to enjoy it. It's a good HamFest. Jason, are you going to go down to that one?
I am not. I am going to be working on an Aries trailer on Saturday.
Fine. Anybody here on the panel? Well, none of you guys are closer, I don't think.
No, not going to Dalton.
It's a good one, though. It's a good one.
I think I drove through Dalton on the way home.
You did. That's right outside of Chattanooga. Yep,
Okay.
right outside of Chattanooga.
So, KM4, any plans to do more with Gaston?
Nothing is planned right now with Gaston. I don't know. I mean, there's nothing preventing us, but we just don't have any plans right now.
And then what are some of your favorite bots for APRS?
Yeah, I responded to that one. So I use WXBot and Find probably the most. Some other good ones, though, are Mail, which will allow you to store an APRS message for somebody to retrieve later, and SMS if you want to send a text message to somebody's phone.
Did they?
Go ahead.
I was just. I think last year that went offline. Did that? I'm assuming that got brought back.
Okay, so SMS GTE went offline.
Okay.
After it went offline, NA7Q picked that up, and he came out with SMS. He developed that to work with both Winlink and APRS. He's been running it ever since. There is, I think I read on the SMS GTE website, that was a Canadian ham, if I remember right. He is in the process of trying to get that back up and running. He ran into an issue with spam.
Yes, I remember that.
Through his servers, and so he had no choice but to shut it down. NA7Q figured out how to get around that. You do have to opt in to that service before you can get text messages to your phone. So I opted in my phone number, my wife, and all my kids, basically all the family.
Explain. Oh, go ahead, Josh.
Just real quick, tell you what I want to do. We hit 75 viewers a few minutes ago, which is quite large for our show.
Yes.
It's the end of the month. I have 4 more channel gift memberships available, complimentary to me from YouTube. So I'm going to go ahead and give out those 5 since we've got a whole bunch of people watching. We'll see who gets them. And I'm not going to play the clip because they're free.
Hillbilly.
Hillbilly got one. There you go.
Wow.
Nice.
And TRK got one. Chris got one.
KJ5 FTT, William, KY4TRK, Ham DeLorean. Good people got them. For one, it's everybody I know, so that's awesome.
You never know who's going to get them either, and they don't have to be in the stream.
That's true.
That algorithm with YouTube, you never know who's going to get them.
That is true. Well, congratulations, guys. Hope you enjoy it. I don't have any future videos scheduled at the moment, but you can probably you'll see some more coming out here soon. Oh, good Lord.
And that's coming from a Vol fan.
I love my Vols, but he just pushes it too far. But now that I've got an Alabama fan in the room, that's I don't know. I'm surprised Terry with a Tango hasn't gone after Jason yet.
Very true.
We might
I totally forgot what my question was now.
We might have to play some Dixieland Delight.
I'd root for the Tide before I rooted for the Vols.
What the hell is wrong with you?
Ow. Shots fired.
I would pull for OU before I'd pull for Bama.
Well, hey Josh, I had to do that That was directed at a certain person in the chat.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm sure. KJ5 FTT says I had to bribe him with a cigar to get a membership. I don't do cigars. It's just not a me thing. Yeah, I tried one in Orlando before anybody rats me out. It's not a me thing.
What? Did somebody film it?
No.
Did you cough and hack?
No.
Marvin, you didn't film it?
I didn't like Marvin wasn't there at that point.
I bet you.
No.
It's just I didn't really care for the taste. I just really didn't. But courtesy of Ham Radio 2.0, thank you, buddy. Appreciate the attempt.
So at KM4ACK, did you see the crack deal that happened while you were on HR2 stream Hamcation?
You never know what's going to happen at Hamcation.
Remind me who was behind that. Was that you and or Crash Course Dave?
Wasn't me.
Jason going, I wasn't involved.
I had nothing to do with that.
Dave froze right when I asked him a question. Try to get Dave back now.
All right. Am I back? All right. That was Josh and wasn't it Aaron, I think?
Yeah,
that was right. Aaron and Josh.
Yeah.
Yep.
And it was a key. They dealt a key.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
It was a key, all right.
It was a key.
It wasn't a kilo.
I can confirm it was a key.
It was a modern Morse key.
WB4HAT or WB4HAT says, but Josh drink Bush beer too. That wasn't by choice. That's what I had available to me. They did not have Dos Equis at the store, and I went to 2 different stores. So
wait a minute, how do you go from Dos Equis to wind up with Bush beer?
Yeah, how the hell do you do that? There's so much other better stuff out there.
I don't drink enough to know. I mean, I go for what I find. Miller Lite. I like Miller Lite. Yingling is good. Bush Light. Both of those are fine.
He was not going to drink all day beer again, especially Mike's all day.
Oh, Mike was watching me like a hawk this time. Stay away from
what, Mike? You weren't sharing this time?
No, he was not sharing.
So. Oh no, he was not sharing. Somebody brought that, and he was not sharing.
But Dos Equis is probably my favorite right now. And here we go with the HamShackTV crap again. Always has a good live. Here we go. You called it. You called his attention, guys. He literally set up a TV outside to watch NASCAR. Of course, he popped it. Dang right. You know the NASCAR slogan this year. They're kind of doing a rebranding thing. Their slogan this year is simply "Hell yeah!"
Yep.
Nice.
So there you go.
I got another question I saw in the chat here real quick I want to cover. Is Jason gone over all the bot commands in WhatsApp? So
I've never done a video on the WhatsApp bot just because I don't have a WhatsApp account. But yeah, I've got videos out there that cover the different bot, or a lot of the different bots, not all of them.
So are these bots for Discord, or what are these bots for?
No. These bots are for APRS. So
Okay.
for instance, let's go into one of them real quick. If you send an APRS message to WXBot, and in the body of that message, in the body of that message, just put today. It will look up your location based on your last position packet, get the weather for that location, and send it back to you as an APRS message.
Really?
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I need a list of those bots. That's cool.
Go to K8MRDiswrong.com.
And you'll find everything you need to find.
I'm trying to find a segue to keep getting that .com announced or spoke of.
or you can type in a zip code SKEOD kaboom KH2XX indicates as well. So
yeah, there's a lot of different commands. Today is one of them. You can do tonight. You can do tomorrow. You can do an airport code. You can do a zip code. You can just do a city and you can just do a city and state, assuming it's a large enough city inside the state.
That is cool. All right. I am going to go to KMRDiswrong.com to look up those bots.
We need a counter. We need
that
a counter.
website is K8MRDiswrong.com.
Josh, you really need to partner with Jason here, so we can start saying go to K8MRDiswrong.com and use code HamShackTV.
Coupon code HamShackTV.
Yes.
You know, Andy, how about a banner in the World Radio League application? Every time somebody's in there.
Yeah.
Want to learn more about APRS? Go to K8MRDiswrong.com.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
We can see where this is going.
If you log Mike, a special banner will pop up. You want to learn more about?
That should be an award, Andy.
Yeah.
You work Mike, you get the K8MRDiswrong.com badge.
You want to learn more about APRS?
Yeah, it's like this is like the thing that launches some poor young new ham into learning about APRS is logging Mike.
Oh.
Shame on you, Mike.
Shots fired.
Shame on you. We're going to change that. Everybody go to worldradioleague.com. Sign up using coupon code
Nothing
HamShackTV.
to change at this point. Go sign up. But we just crossed 60,000 users. So as
That's
of
awesome.
Wow.
meeting today, yeah, we just
That sounds like nobody to me.
be
That
quiet.
sounds like a
Jason.
lot of nobody.
That's a lot of nobodies.
Speaking of World Radio League, go ahead, Josh.
Yeah, I was just about to say, yet again, we have proven K8MRD is wrong.
Is wrong.
Very true.
Hey, you need to,
You know,
need to put like a
I
running counter of our users on your website.
I expect Mike to jump in here at any minute.
He knows where the link is.
Hey, Ed had a good question. What is the WRL?
Ooh.
I'm so glad you asked.
Go for it, Andy.
World Radio League is the one of the most fantastic logging platforms. I would venture to say the most fantastic logging platform of the last many decades of logging platforms. So worldradioleague.com to sign up for a free account. We do have some paid options to get you some more premium features. All of our basic logging stuff is free. And we just increased our import limits on our free accounts. You can now, instead of importing 3,000 contacts, you can import 20,000 contacts as a free user. And that was one of our primary limitations. So there are some integrations and things that use APIs and database stuff that we have on the premium accounts, but all of your basic logging stuff is totally free. WorldRadioLeague.com, set up an account. That's where all the cool kids are. Yeah, we've got like I said, over 60,000 users now, and tons of great features, and there'll plenty more coming. You can see on the wall behind me, that is a screenshot of the desktop app that we'll be launching here very, very soon in the next few days. Currently, we've got the web app, worldradioleague.com, and the mobile app, which works for offline logging. You can take it on a POTA activation. Works great, completely offline, syncs with your online account when you get back to an internet connection. And yeah, the desktop app will behave similarly. That is coming here in just a few days. So
Use coupon code HamShackTV.
there you go. Yeah, absolutely.
But even
if you're on my
that,
channel, use KE6GAE.
Even beyond that, though, you don't have to pay. There's a free tier, and
Absolutely.
you get a lot out of it.
Like I said, we just expanded our free offering, so go over there and check that out. It's only getting more and more cool. We've got some fantastic stuff. We just launched the confirmation imports feature, where you can import your confirmations over from LOTW and QRZ and stack them along with your World Radio League confirmations, and get more confirmations in your log that way.
But will it do?
It works, guys.
Hey, I tell you what though.
Yeah.
If Jason KM4ACK there becomes a World Radio League affiliate. I don't know if he is or not, but if he does, his coupon code should be KMRD is wrong.
.com.
.com.
But I don't know if you guys have been watching any of our social media lately, but we have a really big thing coming out of Ham Radio Prep and World Radio League together. We've got a new course launching on Monday that's going to be awesome. So go check out that on Monday. That'll be launching. All the, watch our social media. We'll be posting stuff about it. You'll probably get an email about it if you're signed up to our email list, and some really cool stuff coming there. And and technician course for the 2026 technician pool, that's underway. And so keep studying with your current technician pool. But if you're going to take your test after July 1st, then there will be a question pool change, technician question pool change. So we will have that course ready to go by right around then. Trying to think of what else it's been a crazy week. I've announced quite a bit of stuff on the Monday live stream. So go check that out. It's the very first time our community has seen Brad's face. So Brad K4AZE actually jumped on the Monday live stream, the World Radio League show on Monday afternoon. So if you want to meet Brad, go check that replay out. And it was really fun. So Brad does amazing work. But yeah, tons of very cool stuff coming. I mean, just to throw out some teasers, we have some major upgrades coming to our maps. We've got a QSL card generator coming. Currently, it'll be digital, and we may even come up with a service where you can, mail physical ones based off of that. We've got, we have an incredible ham operator console dashboard. We're still trying to decide what to call it, but it's currently in development and it's looking really cool. So that'll be really fun. And plenty more. Come check us out on our Monday live streams at 2 p.m. Central, the real time zone, if you want to find out more.
I could not agree with EOD Kaboom more. Every time I see Andy's shack, I can smell the pine.
Man, every time I walk into my shack, I smell the pine.
That would be a dream, though. I love.
All Andy has to do is, if there's any smell in there, get a little piece of sandpaper.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I love the smell of pine.
It turned out really great, though. I love it.
If anybody's been in the military, they know the smell of pine oil.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
God.
Yep. And if it smells clean, it is clean.
That is a very good point.
Yep.
There you go. Everybody pay attention to what's scrolling at the bottom.
Just remember, you don't use the wrong toothbrush from when you cleaned.
In case you missed it earlier, we wanted to make sure we share the message out. So
yep.
That way you can catch it.
I'm just gonna wrap my updates, my World Radio League updates for y'all by once again saying, yes, indeed, K8MRD is wrong. We do have over 60,000 users, and so thank you, Mike, for giving me the opportunity to share that metric. I appreciate
it. Hey, another APRS message from
K6,
my goodness. K6 ORJ.
Oh, smell of pine and mouse dropping.
Gary, you don't know how true that is. They can't get in here, but there's cracks that they can run over all the time. So
has your mice numbers gone down because you got the pine going?
But they went down. The pine was here when they showed up. They have absolutely gone down. They by 2.
Did you buy a cat?
Well, we've got a cat. This is not called the Blue Barn Studio for nothing. This is literally built into a barn. I've got office here, just on the other side of this wall here. I've got a shop, and then on the other side of that is the rest of the existing barn. And there's a cat that hangs around out there. And then there was I had 2 cousins in here that kind of attacked those 2 mice when they showed up. They showed their faces and were immediately attacked, and so they are no more. They have been extinguished.
Barn cats rock.
Yes,
yeah, indeed.
Nice.
Hey,
by the way, I mentioned the Blue Barn Studio. If you're coming to Hamvention, I'm planning on being there, and I'm going to try to get a pack of these stickers, hand out Blue Barn Studio stickers. If you watch the World Radio League show, you know what that's where I broadcast from every week. So if you want a sticker, come find me.
Lord, I thought you were about to tell us you were going to pick up the Blue Barn and take it with you.
That's right.
I don't know why you thought that, but no.
Colin, I was thinking the same exact thing. The goats or sheep is on the other side of the wall.
there have been goats run right through it, literally right where I am sitting for many years before I built this studio.
Is the slogan in Missouri "Men are men and no goats are nervous"? Or is that
something like that? And the sheep run wild.
I tell you what, folks, we have started a war in here tonight. Mike KE9DSK says at Ham Radio Tube, you sound like a sad ham. Ham Radio Tube says, way to be original, Mike.
Well, Mike's digging at us some more up here with his preferred loggers, but Mike, I just found out that your preferred podologger actually takes a dig at you with an APRS Easter egg in your account.
Yeah.
Mercy.
So you got no room to talk.
Is it really?
Hey, Andy. Go ahead, Josh.
I was just going to say we have about 25-ish minutes left, and we haven't really hit on Winlink at all.
Nope.
And I understand that you're kind of the big you know a lot about Winlink, so to speak. So you want to touch on that a little bit, what it is and how people can
before
use
you
it?
dive into that, I've got a drop. So Michael, did you have a question for me real quick?
Andy, do you want to buy a 991 Alpha?
Sure, absolutely. If you're selling cheap enough.
I'm just asking because I'm going to be retiring mine here, but you're going to have to tune into later, even watching the chat, because I've got a little announcement and I'm going to be ticking people off, but that's okay.
Okay, sounds good. See you guys.
See ya.
We'll see you.
Go ahead,
Hi,
Jason.
What do you guys want to know about Winlink?
Everything.
Well, kind of start off like we did with APRS. Give the dummies, and I'm one of them. Give the dummies kind of the baseline of what it is and what its use purpose is, and kind of how to get into it.
It is a way to send email over radio waves. That's the simplest way I can describe it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know that it can be described any simpler than that.
Exactly.
No, I mean that's literally what it is. What can you use it for? Anytime you want to send an email over RF. If
Why didn't they just call it Windmail?
It's a good question.
Got me.
I don't know.
Most of the people probably watching are watching tonight are probably running Windows. If you are, check out Winlink Express. It is a free application for Windows.
Better known as Wind Blows.
If you are you use a real operating system like Linux or Mac, check out Pat Winlink.
I'm learning a lot about
in
Jason
the
here.
MCOM world, we use Winlink a lot to send forms and stuff like that. The simplest way, Jason explained it the simplest way he could, but Winlink, there's a lot of uses out there for it. I'll be right back. I gotta get something to drink.
So we got several questions all of a sudden just coming out of the blue here. So I guess I kind of have a quick question for KD9 YSW, Chris Radio Life. Pat Winlink, I don't know if he's doing it on the Mac or Linux. I'm kind of curious what his thoughts there were. And then, of course, Terry asked, Winlink on a Mac. How you can get Pat menu to work on a Winlink. Some people have been successful with using something like a crossover, or there's another integration program with Windows you can do, or you can run maybe Parallels and run, on your Mac and run the Windows on the side. That's another way you might be able to do that for a Mac.
If you want to know how to do it on a Mac, go check out MRD's video on it. He's got Winlink Express running on a Mac.
That's right, he did. So
he's the only person. He's the only person I know personally that's running Winlink Express on a Mac.
The olive
totally
branch
free.
has been given.
Yeah, and I think he was using Parallels for that. I think, but I don't recall exactly. So
probably VMware Workstation.
Oh, I bet that's what it was. I think I bet that's what he's doing, something like that. Because I know he's using it over on Windows. So, yeah. Let's see. Do you use? That's what I asked him.
No, he said he's running Linux Mint and 73 Linux. So
okay, same setup then.
Yeah, he needs to be running Pat Winlink and Pat Menu.
Okay.
So and guys, if you're just getting started, what is the other Dave showing?
I'm loading 73 Linux right now on my Dragon OS.
Nice. There he is. I got rid of VMware Fusion. I'm using UTM now. That's what it was. I forgot that's what it was.
You get to learn a lot about Jason with his fun facts. Like he never had formal computer programming training. Little windows keep popping up.
Kind of like APRS, when I said you can just use your phone to get started, you can literally download one of the programs and run what's called Telnet. That is simply sending a Winlink message strictly using the internet. And that's the easiest way to kind of get going with it and then progress into actually sending messages over RF. If you want to do it with an Android phone, you're going to look at something like WOAD. Or WOAD, depending on how you want to pronounce it. That's Winlink on Android. If you're running on an iPhone, you want to check out Radio Mail. And Radio Mail is an absolutely beautiful piece of software.
I heard he's coming out with a Mac OS version, but that was quite a while ago, and it's still not out there yet that I'm aware of.
Kind of like how we've been hearing HRD is going to be Mac for years and years and years, and it ain't there yet.
The Radio Mail is a beautiful program on an iPad or a iPhone to be able to use for that as well, for doing Winlink.
WOAD works. It looks like it was written about 1999.
I cringe every time we pull those last century programs out and use them. I'm glad, we had some going around with World Radio League in here, but I'm glad that we've got people developing programs in this decade. It is nice. So make sure you support all those guys. Any of these programs, if you download them, if they've got a way to support them, if it's not a purchased or paid download, donation or whatever, make sure you guys do that.
For sure.
Yeah. Terry says, I don't do parallel or UTM because it's still using Windows, which I'm trying to avoid. Absolutely. I'm with you 100%. And Terry, I'm going to continue to work on, I'm trying to get Pat Menu to work on the Mac OS. There's actually Groups.io forum out there as well. I'm going to try and reach out and do some touching with, because I started thinking about that early this evening. And I'm hoping there's a way we get the Pat Menu running on the Mac better, because it's been a little bit of a pain for me to make it work. So if you figure it out, please let me know.
Marvin, it's getpat.io takes you to the website, and there's a link to their community on there.
Okay, and it looks like he said, it does not do it on silicone, and that's probably maybe why I'm having a hard time getting it to run, because I'm running it on every one of my devices are a silicone chip, and not an Intel chip from Mac. So that may be the case.
See, and that's going to be one of the challenges with all these ham radio applications. people building for the Intel chips, it's pointless now. I mean,
Right.
so many of us in the past, 5-6 years have upgraded our Macs to be a Silicon.
If y'all would just move to the original, OS.
Linux.
I mean, go with the
You mean
power
Unix?
go with the Power PC.
Yeah, I mean, it does become a challenge, and maybe that's why I haven't been able to make it work, because I've tried for several hours and hours before, and it was always on a silicone chip. So, but it's one of those things that it would be nice to be able to pull that together and see. I mean, I'm sure Pat Menu can probably make that change so it would work with a silicone chip potentially, but I don't know. Or Pat Winlink, yes. So,
yeah.
I'm sure they can find a way to make that work, but it just takes some developing to get it done.
Well, it's also too, some of the developers, part of the reason why they won't develop for Apple is what the cost that Apple makes you pay and the hoops they got to jump through to put anything on Apple's platform.
Well, there's always that too. So.
That's why when I was building apps, I wouldn't build for Apple, because I wasn't building apps to sell. I was building apps to give away. And whether it's free or being sold on Apple, you got to pay them all kinds of money to get it on their platform.
I think that's better than it used to be. Josh, do you know?
Well, what I was just thinking is there's back doors to download apps for either both phones or the computers. So I'm wondering if you can do it through the back door and bypass the App Store and all that. Maybe that saves you that money.
The thing is, the vast majority of users are not going to want to do that.
Right.
Yeah, they won't unlock their phones to do it that way.
Yeah.
Because you got to jailbreak them to get through back doors.
Yeah, for the iOS devices.
Yeah,
but for Mac OS, you can install like any other.
Yeah, you can still download a program, install them on your computer. It's an ARM processor issue. It's not the App Store on that, and he's exactly right. So.
EOD Kaboom says, "Does FT0 run on a Mac?" We'll talk. I like that you brought that up. Like that you brought that up. I'm going to talk about what's coming up live streams, folks. We are booked for the next 2 months with our live streams. Our schedule's full, so I've got some exciting guests coming on. We'll get into that here in a little bit, folks.
But answer is real quick or a question. I think FT2. It does have a Mac download component now you can run. I saw that was out there just the other day, but I've not had a chance to download it and play with it yet. So,
yeah. Well,
so far I'm not. I'll be honest, I'm not impressed.
Okay. Well, I'm going to be interested to hear more.
And I think it's going to be hard on finals.
I can see that.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I when I started, JT65 was the big thing, and that was 52 seconds of transmission, and or 48 seconds, one of the two. I mean, it was a while. But FT8 was a nice. FT4 is good, but yeah, any faster than that, I agree with you, Dave. You're not gonna have recovery time on your finals.
Nope, I think it's going to be hard on finals, and I kind of agree with WD4DA and Dan. I don't think it's going to take off because we haven't seen FT4 take off yet.
Yeah. So the one thing I would say, and I'm a proponent of turn your damn power down. It's a weak signal mode. So maybe this will be something that will get people to. That they probably won't, but it would get people to turn their power down because they really don't need to run 100 watts or 1500 watts to do FT8. And
the highest I run mine is 20. And I still think it's going to be hard on finals.
Yeah.
So EOD Kaboom says, no, FT0. I guess I've not heard of FT0. I've heard of the FT2.
It's joking.
It's quantum FT is what it is. It's instantaneous.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you Google it, there's a fun website for it.
Gotcha.
Whoever asked the question about FT2, come back in a couple of weeks to the live stream.
Yes.
Yeah, so I tell you what, let's do, fellas. We're coming up on about 10 minutes left in the show, so let's go ahead and do some wrap ups because we got a long way to get around the round table tonight. So
we do.
let's start with you, Marvin. What do you got coming up this week? Anything exciting? That kind of stuff.
There is several QSO parties this weekend, and I'll be playing with World Radio League and using them as my logger. And I'll be out there on the air doing some QSO party contests this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that, and should be a lot of fun. So that's all I've really got. Maybe I'll try and set up if I can live stream it. We'll see. I'll have to go do some camera reconfiguration, but maybe I'll live stream part of it. I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll have to see. I'll be excited to see that. Let's go to Massachusetts. Michael, what's up with you?
Well, I did something today.
Do tell.
Oh boy.
Hey, boy. Hey.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
You know what that deserves? That deserves a little bit of a... Yes.
So, the what's really going to piss people off is it was $1,200.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
No way.
Yep. The dude posted it on Facebook Marketplace. 2 hours. I was like, dude, there's no way. And he's like, yeah. He goes, I bought it. I really don't like it. I didn't even pull the label off the screen.
Have you opened the box?
Oh yeah, I've had it.
You made sure there's a radio that works.
Make sure it's not a 7300.
That's a heavy box, man.
It's a 7300 M1.
He even gave me an HDMI cable that he bought with it. He didn't even unwrap the power cable. Look, didn't even unwrap it.
How does he know he didn't like it if he'd never powered it up? Well, he might have.
Well, he's got other radios, just like everybody. I mean, it's got all the mic is in the bag.
Everything's still in plastic. Wow.
And hold on. Let's dig into it.
Wow.
This is his first time looking at it, so there might not be a radio in
time. This is the second time. Brand new bag. But oh god, this thing's hard to get out.
That's what
she said.
She said.
Wow.
Oh, look at that. Hold on. I know I'm taking too much time.
So you say you're giving away tonight the 991A for this and replace it?
Oh no, negative.
No, I heard him say he's giving away a 7300 Mark II.
Hold on.
So okay, everybody, go ahead and put in the chat hashtag K8MRD is wrong.com, and we will send you Michael's radio.
Oh, wait a minute. Hey, he left
he left you an SD card. So we know he at least fired it up then.
Yeah, he had to fire it up, but it's plastic still on it.
Wow, that's crazy.
Buddy, you're
that's
going
a good
to
deal.
have a blast with that radio.
I've got a 7300. The 73. I already told Julian Vaughn, and they're like, "Shut up." So I was like, I gotta be like the cool kids, I gotta be the cool kid. My hair looks like Jesus.
Something was looking different. Well, let me give you a word of advice. Something to start with on this. Are you Mac or are you PC?
I'm PC.
Damn it!
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I was going to suggest SDR control, but I need.
Well, you can use ICOM's app.
Yeah,
that works perfectly fine. If you're a Mac or for
you can download Thetis and it'll run on Windows, and I'll bet you he can set it up.
Oh, by the way, he never even registered it through ICOM yet, so it still has an open warranty. So I have to do that.
You could even get the rebate if he has a rebate on it still.
I don't think there's a rebate on a Mark II.
There was for me.
Well, because you're special.
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm going ham.
I don't know.
Come on, Dave.
It's your turn.
Well, we're going to get out Saturday. Finally warming up here in Missouri. We're supposed to be probably up around 78 degrees Saturday. So I'm going to go out and do a POTA. If I've got good signal, I might stream it. Taking a new antenna out to play with. And then I got a couple other things that I'm going to shoot videos while I'm out there at that POTA park. Other than that, busy with work, but glad it's finally warming up. And then we're supposed to drop back down into the 40s and start getting cold again next week. So we get teased to finally get a weekend where it's warm so I can get out. That's how we got going right now.
Fun stuff. Now I don't know which way to go. We'll go to Tim and then we'll go to DR Dave. What's up with you, Tim?
Sunday live stream 9 a.m. from the park. Doing the normal Sunday morning live stream, and then I believe Rob Digital Rancher is going to be on the kids table next Wednesday night to talk satellites. That seemed to be a very popular topic this go around at the Ham Fest, and things that people wanted to get involved in 2026. So
Nice,
fun stuff. How about you, Dealer Dave? How's the camper going? Are you still getting situated, or?
Yeah, the only thing I have left is the 3D printer.
You haven't put that in yet.
I have to work every day during the day, so
sports.
Yeah, but no, it's already been repaired. Technician was out Tuesday, reran the wiring that got messed up on the trip to Florida, and actually got with Alliance, and they found a design flaw on how they had the wiring routed, and came up with a solution on how to reroute it. Got it rerouted so it'll never actually touch the tires again.
Nice.
So everything's back 100%. Yeah, it's March already. I mean, March is Monday or Sunday, whatever. So March is going to be empty out, clean out the house, and finalize everything there, so that at the end of March I can go up to Circle 6. Only thing I'm doing really right now is playing with my new toys and actually trying to load Jason's 73 Linux on top of Dragon OS. So it seems to be working. It's doing the thing. So we'll see what happens.
Hey, Dave.
Yep.
Which one?
The other Dave.
Yes, sir.
You do know that we dropped support for the Raspberry Pi on 7.3 Linux.
Right.
It's not that it's not that it won't work, but things may not work, or some things may not work. So, just
I
heads
figured
up.
I'd try and use it to load a bunch of stuff that I wanted to put on there anyways. And if it does, it does. And if it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, I haven't disabled anything, but it's not being updated to fix anything that breaks.
Okay. I know your little splash screens seem to be like totally updated. The little fun facts. Like, yeah, every so many lines, a little screen would pop up with fun facts about KM4ACK.
Yes.
So,
Jason, what's coming up with you?
Saturday we're going out. I'm gonna help the Aries group update some things on the trailer, and not sure after that. We're getting ready to roll into the busy season for the day job. That's going to kick off 2 weeks from Saturday. So once that occurs, everything else kind of get put on hold for about 8-9 weeks. But trying to just wrap up some last minute things. I spent 3 days coding Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday this week, catching up on a few things that needed to be fixed. I still got probably at least one more day of coding on Pat Menu to get some things tidied up over there before I get into the busy season.
Will that update for Pat Menu stuff on your Linux just do some updates?
Yeah, Linux. So the SMS service that I told you about earlier with Winlink, that is one of the things you can do in Pat Menu, but that email address that you send it to has changed. So that's just one little thing I got to clean up in there, go in and update that email address. There's some old code that needs to be cleaned up and thrown out that's no longer used. But yeah, if you run 73 Linux, there is an update out for 73 Linux itself. And then if you're running it after the update comes out for Pat Menu, it will let you know inside of 73 Linux that there's an update available for Pat Menu.
Okay, very cool. Very good.
Cool. All right, I got a lot of ground to cover, so let me get fired up here.
Hey guys, I need to bow out.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me tonight.
Excellent.
And
Come
hopefully I
anytime.
was able to answer. Yeah. Hopefully I was able to answer the questions.
You did. Great job. Appreciate
You
you,
answered a
Jason,
lot,
coming on.
Jason. Appreciate it.
We'll definitely
You're
get you
welcome.
back here to do. We'll talk a little bit more in depth about Winlink. I know we ran out of time on that, but yeah, appreciate you coming. You're welcome anytime.
All right. See you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Jason. 73.
All right,
buddy.
let's dive into everything coming up. First, let's talk about live streams coming up, folks. We've got an action-packed, crazy live stream schedule coming up. We were supposed to do Meshtastic versus Mesh Core this week. I pushed it a week because of Jason coming on. So we're going to go back and do Meshtastic versus Mesh Core next week. A respectful conversation. You know, we're going to talk about both use cases and what they can be used for and that kind of thing. I know Dealer Dave and I had some pretty good, intense, but good conversations in Florida about it. So that's coming up. I have Hillbilly Dave. He alluded this earlier. He is guinea pigging FT2. There's a lot of buzz in the ham community about FT2. So he'll be on here. He'll be here every week, but March the 12th, we're going to do a deep dive on FT2. This one I'm particularly excited about. March 19th. Couple of things going on March 19th. One, it will most likely be the debut of the new HamShackTV studio. Most likely. Don't count my chickens before they hatch, but looks like we'll be moving the weekend before. So enjoy this thrown together setup while you can, but good things are coming. But to help celebrate that, She's on HamShackTV, better known as She's on Frequency. Elle is coming on with us on March 19th, 8 o'clock, right here. So we look forward to having Elle on. She's got some great content and really rapidly growing channel. March 26th, we'll have Nancy on from Raleigh. She can give us a preview of the Raleigh Ham Fest. And then Dave, help me out. I don't know contact information here or name or anything, but on April the 2nd, we're going to have a preview of the More Expo, which is coming up directly after. What's the guy's name there, Dave?
It's Chris.
Chris. Is he a hammer?
Chris is, and I'm pretty sure Chris does have his ticket.
Okay.
But he's the one that started the More Expo, keeps it going. He also had a power sports show there, but he split that off and moved that one to Oklahoma, and then just has the More Expo here. But yes, I'm definitely looking forward to it. He will be here. I got him scheduled for an hour if he can stick around more, but he will be for an hour to talk all about the More Expo, guys.
That's going to be a fun one. I keep getting told I need to make that one. Not going to happen this year. Hopefully next year. Keep supporting HamShackTV.
Load up the dummy load and get on the road.
You better believe
exactly.
it. Keep supporting HamShackTV. Make it viable for me. I'll see if I can make it happen next year. And then I'm hoping April 9th to have a Skywarn Symposium. And that is, I'm working on a couple of guests. We'll see. I'm working on a big time known meteorologist. I'm also looking at another weather person. So hopefully I can get this pulled together, but we're getting into severe weather season. Matter of fact, if you're in Alabama or Mississippi or Southern Tennessee tonight, you're dealing with severe weather as well. So keep that in the back of your minds. But yeah, we're going to have, go ahead, Tim.
Is it, please tell me it's the guy that sings and raps the weather reports.
I have no idea who that is.
You know what I'm talking about on social media?
No, not seen him at all.
I'm sorry. He'll do that, but he'll tie in current like current music and stuff like that as part of it. He'll use bits and pieces of current music in his weather. He doesn't sing or rap it. I'm sorry, but he'll use rap and song lyrics as part of his weather report and ties it all in.
Yes, I think I have seen that. That would be cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah, I've not seen him.
Yeah, he's fun to watch.
More to come on that. That's an exciting show. I want to do the Skywarn show at least once a year. Those are quite important. And that's all the live streams we have scheduled at this point. So February 16th and beyond, we're wide open, and we'll be looking towards what's it called? Hamvention. There is one other thing.
Wait. You said February 16th. We're booked out till next year.
April 16th.
There you go.
You said February 16th. Yep.
and I would like to point out when you speak, Josh, with the Skywarn, and it's never too early. We're already have had tornadoes last Thursday here in Indiana. Here in snow on the ground this morning, we had tornadoes last Thursday. So those things can pop up at any time. It doesn't just a weird change in the weather pattern, and they're there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's time. So don't wait on me to do the Skywarn Symposium.
Nope.
Go ahead and have your plans and be paying attention to the forecast. Season's here. One other thing I want to touch on before we cut this loose, and we need to go. We're in overtime already. I received an email from Gigaparts a couple days ago, and I'm running out of time to tell you about this, so I want to tell you about it now. Says they are running a limited special that gives new members of Rewards Plus a coupon for 10% off their next purchase between now and February 28th. So you have 2 days. If you're going to make a purchase from Gigaparts, you need to take advantage of this now. This is also compatible with my 50% off new membership coupon code. So if you want to sign up for Gigaparts Rewards Plus, remember, that's really cool stuff, guys. You get 4 times rewards points. You get a perpetual warranty on your stuff. I think it's Malware Bytes. You get a free subscription to that. Really great stuff. Gigaparts.com. Click on the banner at the top about Rewards Plus. Use coupon code HamShackTV50, and you're going to get half off your first month membership of Gigaparts Rewards Plus. Plus, they're going to give you that 10% coupon code for your next purchase at Gigaparts. What does this say? AA4WK jerks. Did it after I signed up? Oh, got to pay attention. Got to pay attention. Is what it is. I got it as soon as I got it. I've actually had this information for a couple of days, so I'm sorry I didn't get it out quicker, but folks, you got to understand. 1, I'm sick. 2, we've got all this moving crap going on, and I'm signing papers like crazy right now. So, plus a bunch of other stuff. So we won't get into any of that. All right, final thoughts, anybody?
Absolutely, nothing on this end. So have a great week, and hopefully all is well. And a lot of moving parts on my end as well. We're kind of in the middle of our move and trying to find a new house and going from Massachusetts to Wisconsin. So it's quite interesting as well. So it's I understand your feelings right now, Josh. So.
Yep. Hopefully the sickness just avoids you too.
Right.
All right. Got to run, everybody. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week for Meshtastic versus Meshcore. 7-3, everybody. We'll try to upload some content when I've got some time. 73, everybody. AA4WX, WSCB 693.
Love.
Wait for it. Yeah, you know what I'm going to do. I owe it tonight. Can't get a hundo and not get a bonus. Bam.
Money isn't everything. It's the only thing. And everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
All right, let's...
Appreciate it, everybody. BOD kaboom, you missed it. I started the show with a song. Oh, well. 7 trees, everybody. I finally said it. 7 trees. We'll see you next week. Use all the coupon codes. Go check out HamShackTV or Lido Radio Mount. You'll see the coupon, the link in the description. 10% off. Appreciate everybody. See you later.